Welcome to the third week of Lent. This is Pastor Eric Spivey, and today I am in the Lord's Help Soup Kitchen here in Cornelia, Georgia. And I want to talk about another idea of who Jesus is. Last week we talked about Jesus as the rabbi, as a Jewish rabbi. When Jesus is the rabbi, he calls disciples to follow him. It was a common practice for Jewish rabbis, as they would go from village to village, to have these pupils to walk with them. Disciples had a couple of purposes. One of their purposes was to sit at the rabbi's feet, to listen to him teach, to gain the information, the knowledge, the interpretive nature of who this rabbi was. And as they spent time and years with him, that rabbi's teaching would become their teaching. They would understand it. They would be able to speak, and they would be speaking as the rabbi. But another role of the disciples was to care for the needs of the rabbi. So as they would travel from village to village, the disciples would make sure that the rabbi had a place to stay, had food to eat, that people were cared for. As disciples of Jesus, we are still in those same kind of roles as Jesus as our rabbi. One is we are still sitting at Jesus' feet. We are still absorbing his teaching, listening to what he has to say, and allowing his way to become our way. But we also have this responsibility of still caring for our rabbi Jesus, of taking care of his needs. Jesus tells this incredible parable in Matthew 25. He says that the Son of Man, another name for the Messiah, another one of his titles that we'll talk about in a few weeks, comes back. And as he comes back, he draws all people to him, and then he divides them. One set over here, another set over here. Then he begins to look at this one set and says, enter with me into the kingdom that I have prepared for you. Because when you saw me when I was hungry, you fed me. When you saw me and I didn't have a place to stay, you gave me a shelter. When I was a stranger, you welcomed me in. When I was thirsty, you gave me something to drink. When I was in prison, you came to visit me. And the people look really strangely at the Son of Man. They're like, when did we do all of this for you? We never saw you. And Jesus says, when you did this for the least members of my family, you did it for me. When Jesus calls us to serve him as our rabbi, he is telling us that the least members of our family, when we are his family, and when we serve them, we are serving Jesus as our rabbi. Every week, 40 or 50 people from our community come to this kitchen because there are volunteers that come and serve them. And as they are serving the people who are hungry in our community, they're serving the needs of Rabbi Jesus. This coming Saturday on March the 7th, First Baptist Church Cornelia will have a day that we call Love the World Day. It is a way for our church members to go into our community and to serve those in our community in the name of Jesus. To serve the least members of our family, those that are hungry, those that serve us, those that need a helping hand. We gather at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning for a time of breakfast and a time of devotion, and then we divide and send ourselves out. From our youngest kids to our oldest adults, there's a place for all of us to serve Jesus as our rabbi. I hope that you might make an effort to come, whether you're a member of our church, whether you're just a member of our family in this community. We would love for you to come and serve our neighbors in the name of Jesus. And I would also invite you to consider the Cornelia Soup Kitchen, the Lord's Help Soup Kitchen. Right now they serve every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But we sure would love to have more days that we are open. And that can happen through volunteers like you. So maybe you're sitting in the community, or maybe you're a part of another church, and you go, I could do that. Here's a day that I could serve. So somewhere on this video here, you'll see a telephone number, an email, someone that you can reach out to and say, I would like to volunteer at the soup kitchen and be able to serve our community in a special way. This week, And Sunday morning, we will focus on another name of Jesus, the name of Messiah. It's a Jewish name, is a name, a title full of hope. And I hope that you will bring your desires and hopes with you as we come and once again ask, who do you say that I am? I'll see you there. God bless.